Hello everyone. So it has been a while since I made one of these videos. I think it was back in like March or April. I have fallen behind on these because I've talked about it before. My internet would not allow me to post anymore, and I do have way better internet now. But I couldn't post this video. I could only post really short videos, and I knew this would not be a short one, but I have been keeping a list of all the YouTubers I've been watching, TV shows and movies, and this is a sad piece of paper. It wasn't a notebook, but it's been so long it literally just kind of fell out, and yeah, I have a long list for you guys. The YouTubers and TV shows aren't that long, it's the movies. For some reason within the last 8 months I've been watching a lot of movies, so you might want to get comfy, get yourself a snack, something to drink, because this is a long list. Alright, so for the YouTubers, I've obviously watched more than this, but this is who I feel like I've watched the most of. It's who I have written down that I was watching a decent amount of their videos. We have Haley Pham, Abigail's Cup of Tea, Shane Dawson. You can tell how old this list is because for those of you who don't know, he is not making videos currently because of certain situations. Then we have Abby Santa and Alyssa Rien. I'm not sure how to say her last name, but actually, fun fact, this summer I actually bought a book from her. It's supposed to help with the TEAS test, which is a test you have to take to get into the nursing program. So that's pretty cool that I have a book that she had, and she's a pretty popular YouTuber. So now on to the TV shows. There's this show called Unreal. I was gonna write down what season. I never got a chance, but it was the last season that aired on TV. My mom and I watched it. And then I've been watching an anime called Violet Evergarden, or Evergreen, not Evergarden, Evergreen, and I haven't gotten that far in it. I've been watching it for quite a while, but I don't really take the time to watch it that much. It's a little different. I like it, but I just haven't invested that much time into it. But it seems pretty good, and I plan to continue watching it when I have time. My mom and I finished Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. We've been watching it since it started airing, and we finally finished it. I was very disappointed by the ending of this, by the way. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to spoil anyone, but I didn't like the ending. I loved the show. I thought it was very entertaining, funny, but the ending, I was just disappointed. Grey's Anatomy, which I have not watched Grey's Anatomy probably in 5 months, but for a while there I was watching it so much. I was so addicted to it. And then one of my favorite characters from the show left, and I was so heartbroken. I don't want to say it. I don't know, it's not really a spoiler to say someone left, and nobody really likes her. It's Erica Hahn, and I know no one likes her. I don't know why. I just fell in love with her, and then I realized she left, and I looked it up, and I was so heartbroken, so I boycotted it, and I will never be watching it again. I might watch it eventually someday, but for now, I just could not watch it after she left. I was so obsessed with her. I don't know why. No one likes her, but I loved her. My mom and I watched a little bit of a show called Good Trouble. For those of you who don't know, that is a spin-off of The Fosters, which has Callie and Mariana as the main characters. My mom and I have been watching some of America's Got Talent, and then I also put, this isn't necessarily a TV show, but I didn't think it really fit very well anywhere else. My mom and I watched all of the debates. And then currently my mom and I are watching The Bachelorette, the season that started with Claire, and now we have Tayshia as The Bachelorette. 2020 has just been weird. Even for The Bachelorette, they can't even have a normal season. Okay, and now on to the movies. And this is a long list of a lot of odd movies. Some of these movies are very odd. Some of them I'm like, why did I watch that? So the first movie I watched was Unplanned, which, let me tell you, this is a very controversial movie. I was just curious, so I watched it, and yeah, definitely don't go into it and not plan to be disturbed. It's a very disturbing movie. No matter what your standpoint is on the controversy behind this movie, it's still disturbing to watch. Okay, and then the next one isn't necessarily a movie, but I didn't know where else to put it. I guess it would more be a TV show, but I counted it as a movie. It's America's Book of Secrets, Deadly Cults. I actually watched this for a high school class. This is how late this list is. I was still in high school. And since I wasn't watching it as a series, I watched one. I just kind of considered it a movie documentary type of thing, so I included it in that. I remember it being very interesting, but it was such a long time ago. All right, and then my boyfriend and I watched Twilight. Don't ask. We just felt like a classic movie like Twilight just sounded good that night. And then I'm going to talk about these 3 movies together. I gotta find them. So there's 365 Days, 50 Shades of Grey, and 50 Shades Darker. And where's the other one? Below Her Mouth. These are all very graphic movies when it comes to the sexy scenes. And I don't know why I was watching them, but I did. 365 Days and the 50 Shades of Grey and 50 Shades Darker I watched with my boyfriend. So we all know what people think of when they hear these movies. 365 Days I watched because of TikTok, because it was a huge thing. And then I decided to watch 50 Shades of Grey, which I watched when I was a lot younger, why I was watching that when I was young is concerning. But anyways, let's just talk about plot-wise and ignore what people actually watch them for. So I was very, very disappointed by 365 Days. I thought the plot was really boring. My boyfriend actually fell asleep during it. We didn't enjoy 365 Days. The plot was just not good. I don't know why everyone hyped it up. Below Her Mouth I thought was a pretty enjoyable movie, plot-wise. I felt like it had a pretty good plot line and was entertaining. And then 50 Shades of Grey, out of all those, is probably my favorite, which I know is an unpopular opinion. I know a lot of people like 365 Days way better, but I just think 50 Shades of Grey has such a better plot line. I think it's way more interesting. I feel like the couple develops more of a relationship than in 365 Days that isn't just evolved around sex. I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't know why. I think the 50 Shades of Grey movies, if you put aside what you think of when you think of them, they're actually pretty good movies. Like, the plot of them are pretty entertaining. If you just focus on the plot, it's actually a pretty decent plot, and I think they're pretty enjoyable movies, and I think the people in those movies are really good at their parts. But yeah, I don't know why everyone hyped up 365 Days. I didn't see it. I didn't. It wasn't for me. And it wasn't for my boyfriend either, because he fell asleep probably within 20 minutes of the movie. Alright, the next movie is The Greatest Show. I think it was The Greatest Showman, or it's The Greatest Show. I'm not sure. This was a really long time ago. I went with Michael's family to a drive-in movie, and I loved that movie so much. Especially it has a special place in my heart because Brendan Urie and Panic at the Disco sings one of the songs. I can't even think of what it is. It's like, this is the moment you've been waiting for. But is that the name of it? I don't know. But I really like that song, and the movie was really, really great. And seeing Zendaya in it was really nice. I love that movie. It was great. And then my boyfriend and I watched Scary Movie 1, 2, and 5. And those movies are, if you get offended easily, don't watch them. There could be a lot of offensive... Wait, did we watch the first one? I don't think we watched the first one. I have that written down, but I really don't think we did. I think we just watched 2 and 5. I don't know, but I watched some of the scary movies with them. I'd never watched them before. They're definitely not scary, but they have a lot of what would be considered offensive content in them. They basically it's that type of humor that they just say whatever to just shock you. You're just laugh because you're so shocked that they said it. I like that kind of humor, but I know a lot of people don't. So if you feel like you're the type of person that like wouldn't enjoy that, then I wouldn't watch those movies. Next movies is The Incredibles. I think I watched that with my friend Jill, or was it Michael? I feel like I watched it twice within this time period. Once with Michael and once with Jill. Next one is the Bee Movie. I watched that with Allison. Of course, the Bee Movie's great. I don't have anything else to say about that. And of course, Incredibles is great. Okay, and then I watched for Halloween this movie called Babysitter with my friend Sarah. We really want to watch the second one because it's a little scary, but it's mostly funny and it was really entertaining and we were like laughing most of the time. It was a great time. All right, and then my boyfriend and I are doing a Harry Potter marathon. We do it every time around this time of year, starting in fall and going into winter. We haven't watched as many as we would have liked. We've done 1 through 3, and we're going to continue. So expect in the next list of things I've watched the rest of the Harry Potter movies. And then for Halloween, my boyfriend and I watched Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin, and then after that, the next movie I have is Hocus Pocus. I watched that with my friend Sarah. And then Michael and I watched Corpse Bride. My mom and I watched a Goosebumps movie. And then my mom and I also watched Sleepy Hollows. My boyfriend and I watched Beetlejuice. My mom and I watched Casper. And my mom and I also watched Nightmare Before Christmas. And then the final movie I have on this list is my boyfriend and I watched Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving. I don't have many things to say about those movies. They're all great classics for this time of year. They're all amazing. So yeah, I have been watching a lot of movies lately. Especially around the Halloween time. I really got into a lot of Halloween movies. But yeah, I am out of breath after talking about all that. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed hearing what I have been watching lately. I'm going to try and do these more frequently now that I can post easier, hopefully every few months, so I don't get another list that's that long and from that long ago. Because some of that, like America's Book of Secrets, Deadly Cult, I cannot remember a whole lot about that because that was in April or unplanned. Like, I remember it being pretty disturbing, but I can't really remember that many specific details because it was a long time ago. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!